To this tonight, state lawmakers on both sides agree they need to better protect western North Carolina after those deadly landslides that caught many off guard during Helene. Now, the governor shared that commitment with his advisory committee on hurricane recovery earlier today.
As our Lost Ground investigation found, past political decisions left most mountain counties without potentially life-saving information before the deadly storm. And at least 31 deaths later, the governor told our Nate Morabito people at risk of landslides deserve to know this information.
Coming home should feel comforting. But for the Hicks family,
a lot of PTSD, a lot of nightmares.
You want to tell me about the storm?
Where they live
Okay, let's look.
is instead now the source of trauma.
My oldest, she can't sleep unless she has pants on and she's by the door.
They just can't shed.
Get in the house.
Helene's heavy rains triggered one landslide after another, sending the Avery County family of 4 into a panic.
It picked up our garage, took it through our kitchen,
and trapping them inside.
At that moment, I thought it would be months before they found our bodies.
Eventually, they escaped out a window.
My husband had to break this.
we had to climb over and jump off there.
I handed the girls to him, and then he helped me over.
In the time leading up to that morning, Alicia and Mathan say they never once worried about a landslide.
Yeah, they need to get in here and figure out a system to warn people.
As we reported, before Helene, a taxpayer-backed mapping program hadn't yet identified and published past landslide activity in Avery and most other mountain counties due to an 8-year funding pause by state lawmakers.
Lives could have been saved. It needs to be done. Our community matters around here.
Our goal is to ensure that homeowners at risk of landslides know that.
Governor Josh Stein is now asking state lawmakers to dedicate $1.4 million to finish the remaining counties and update the ones already completed.
We want to accelerate the mapping and get this entire region covered as quickly as we can.
It follows his even larger request last year that resulted in legislators approving $3 million for landslide hazard mapping.
Why not ask for more money?
Well, at this point, what we're doing is taking leadership guidance from the Department of Environmental Quality, and they think that the next $1.4 million will get us to where we need to go. If it doesn't, I will be right back to the General Assembly to let them know what we need more.
The Democrats' budget recommendation for the upcoming short session would also support an early warning system for landslides. Helene triggered 3,000 of them in all, damaging 350 homes, causing $2 billion in devastation, and killing at least 31 people.
So what we have to do is to try to make sure that as few people experience that kind of pain as possible going forward.
It's an issue that I feel like we can work together on.
Republican State Representative Dudley Green, who represents 3 counties that remain unmapped today, knows people impacted.
I certainly recognize the need for landslide mapping.
What are you going to do to try and make sure that funding happens?
Well, certainly advocate for the program and to try to get us where we need to be with it.
The Hicks family is in the process of building a new house in neighboring Mitchell County, another place where past landslide activity largely remains unknown.
We the people are begging.
Impossible for them to feel completely comfortable with either home.
Don't forget about us.
Until they clearly know the risks. Nate Morabito, WCNC Charlotte.